Hey everyone, my name is Ms. Guy and I will be your Sociology 225 instructor for the semester. Soc 225 is a course entitled Social Diversity. This is an amazing course that takes a deep dive into who you are and how a diverse of a person you are. A lot of times diversity is looked at as skin color, and it is so much deeper than that. So we're going to take a deep dive into our own selves, do a lot of personal thoughts and reflections this semester, and hopefully when you get to the end of the semester, you are going to have diversity skills to lead you out into the world and make it a better place. One of the items discussed in our textbook is diversity skills, and I'm going to read you a little snippet of what that means. Diversity skills are competencies that allow people to interact with others in a way that respects and values differences. So it's not enough to believe that we're good at that. We got to perfect those skills. And we also have to acknowledge that yes, we are different, but we can respect one another and value those differences instead of pretending like they are not there. Diversity skills such as communication, teamwork, leadership, and social networking are key components to diversity consciousness. And so that is going to be our focus and our goals for the semester. So welcome. You're about to embark on a study of yourself. All right, I'm going to walk you through a few things in the Moodle course to get you started, and then all the content stuff will come when you watch the Session 1 Directions video. So I have sent you a welcome email, and this video is attached to it. This video will also be linked in the Moodle course, which you cannot access yet if it is not yet Tuesday. So when class starts on Tuesday, you'll be able to see all of this in real life in Moodle. But for now, you just have to watch it through my video. But you do not have to put yourself through watching this video twice if you've already watched it from the email link. The next link that will be at the top of our Moodle page is our course syllabus. As always, syllabi are important documents. They are contracts between you and your instructor, and you should give yourself a little bit of time to review your course syllabus. There's some information about me and where I can be found. However, this is an online course, so please know that I am always just an email away. The first item of business that is of most importance in your syllabus is the textbook. So let me just tell you here, you do have to do something involving the bookstore for a textbook. You have two options. You can buy a textbook. It looks like this. It's a little thin, super thin book, almost the size of a workbook. That is $57.25. So that would be a paper version that you can go to the bookstore and purchase, or have the bookstore shipped to you. Or you can buy the ebook, which is more expensive. Imagine that. I don't know. So the ebook is more expensive than the paper book, only by a couple of dollars. However, it is more expensive. So when you do the ebook, you'll go to the bookstore and you'll buy the ebook, and there'll be a code that prints out on your little receipt. You'll take that code and follow the directions that the bookstore gives you in order to get into your ebook. I will go ahead and be honest with you. Just go buy the paper book. Don't try to do all that ebook stuff. It's more expensive, and you have to jump through a bunch of hoops that I have no control over because it's a third-party vendor. So, bookstore, grab a book. Okay, or order it online and have them ship it to you. For $1.75 cheaper, you don't have to deal with any technology. And for this course, you will have to have the book because we are going to use it every week. So please make sure that you have it. So obviously, this is an online course, and you're going to need a computer and internet access. So make sure you are securing that now. Here's some more information about the course. We'll stop here and pause just for a moment on the course grades. Make sure that you take a little bit to review this information. Course communication here. I do pride myself in communicating with my students frequently, so make sure you are checking your email at least once every 24 hours. and communicating back with me should you have any questions. The online attendance policy at Nash Community College is pretty simple. You turn in work and you're considered attending class. You don't turn in work, you're absent. So cut and dry pretty much for an online class. Upon your second absent, you will be removed from the class due to non-attendance. So do not miss multiple weeks in a row. That will get you withdrawn. All right, and then the final thing that we'll stop and pause on is the late work policy. Let me make this a little bit bigger here. Make sure that you pause this video and read through this late work policy. That would be best. But keep in mind there are some things that are allowed to be submitted late at a reduced points. There are some things that are not allowed to be submitted late. So you need to know the difference. So when you get in a crunch, you make good choices. If you do submit something late, you are required to email me within the hour of submitting for me to grade it. If you don't email me, I do not know it's there. It will not get graded. You have to alert me that you have submitted something late. All right. And we do have a final late work deadline of Tuesday, April the 23rd. That would be the final moment in time for you to submit anything late. And let me go ahead and forewarn you that there will be no late items for our final deadline, which is our final project. So that's why that is number 7 in the late work policy. And I just like to be upfront and honest with students in the beginning of the semester. I am a stickler on deadlines. If you've ever taken a class with me, you already know this. I care about time and I care about deadlines. There will be no extensions on work. So you do not need to email me and ask me for a deadline extension. I give lots of time before the deadline for you to get work done. So you're going to have about 11 days every single time that rolls around, sometimes a little bit longer, to get your work done. I do believe that that is a fair amount of time to do what I'm asking you to do each week. So go ahead, carve out a couple of hours that you're going to devote to this class each week and focus on getting that work done before the deadline, not working right up until putting yourself in a situation where you miss them. I have very few students struggle in this class, mainly because this class is all about you. You're going to do a little bit of work that is going to require you to sort of reflect on yourself and think about things that have happened in your life that have brought you to where you are today. So with that being said, this course is all about you. How can you not do the work? How can you not be successful? All right. If you do email me, please make sure you put SOCH 225 in the email line. I do not have more than one SOCH 225, so the section number OL01G is not as important to me as it would be in a SOCH 210 class, but I would definitely need to know that you are in SOCH 225, my social diversity class, in order to respond back to you quickly. All right, moving to the enrollment verification activity, and I'll show you a little trick here in Moodle. These little sections here, you click on these gray bars, they open and they close. So once you are done with a section, you can close it and then you don't have to have as much scroll time. So the enrollment verification activity is essentially an activity that you complete that lets me know you're going to be a student in my class. It's sort of like showing up on the first day. So you'll click on this link here. It's going to ask you 4 questions, and you're going to know the answer to them, I promise, and then you're going to get popped into the online orientation course. If you have taken an online course last semester or this semester, you may have already done this. And if you have, you're allowed to use the orientation certificate that you've already earned. Your certificate will say 2023 to 2024 school year, and as long as you have a certificate that says that, you can submit that there. If you haven't done one of those yet, not a problem. You can complete the online orientation course through this link, and when you get to the end of it, it will give you a certificate as well for you to submit in this submission link. And you're going to know how to do all of that because you will have taken that orientation course. Once you submit that certificate of completion in that link, the textbook and course information section and session 1 will be available for you. The textbook section is just going to remind you that you have two options on that textbook, and it'll have a couple of links for you there when you get that code from your receipt. This also has some helpful links in the course. Accessing the gradebook is one of those, so it'll remind you how to access the gradebook and look at your feedback, and then you'll be able to see session 1 as well. So session 1 will be addressed in a different video linked in session 1 that will be available for you to watch on Tuesday morning. I hope that you will take the weekend and kind of rest, relax, get yourself organized and together and ready to begin our shortened semester, since we are a couple of weeks into the traditional semester, on Tuesday. If you have any questions or concerns between now and then, certainly shoot me an email, or I will wait to hear from you on Tuesday once you do your enrollment verification activity and you begin your work in session 1. As always, I am an email away. All you have to do is email me any day, anytime. It doesn't matter. As soon as I get it, I will reply back to you. And if you have any questions, always remember, reach out immediately as soon as you have them, so you and I can work together to make sure that you are successful in this course. On that, I'm done with my welcome and my introduction, and I'll be looking forward to working with you for the rest of the semester.